Good afternoon. It's Friday, and I thought I'd come back onto my Facebook page to do my live. I do a weekly live in my group every Friday, and I thought I'd start doing it on this page. So if you just bear with me, I'm going to try and share this in my group so that they know that it's coming on. So I normally get loads of questions sent to me by women, usually, about health, about mindset, nutrition, courage, mental health. And in my group, She Connects, because a lot of the questions are the same, I like to do a little video once a week just to check in with everyone and see how they are, and answer one of the questions that I think may be of most value to everyone, because I want everyone to know that they're not alone in what they're thinking, and that to me is my drive. It's always been about connecting women and discussing and sharing our stories and making the untalkable about talkable and chattable. That's probably not very articulate, but never mind. I'm still dreadfully nervous as I'm doing this, and I'm just going to have to get over it and suck it up. I got the most amazing message from a guide I haven't seen for years and years. I'm not going to name him. And he said that he was really inspired by my live video because he finds talking in public really nerve-wracking. And I agree. I'm absolutely petrified still. And that kind of brings me on to the question, which I get a lot of, which is fearful thinking. So I've just seen, if you're still here, I've got Sam and John. So give me a wave. Let me know you're there. I'm not just Norma No Mates. I know. I was really nervous about. To be honest with you, John, I've basically spent my whole life being nervous about different things and then just stepping up and doing it anyway. And for that, I'm really proud, because it's meant that I've always kind of come out of my comfort zone, which is obviously always a lovely place to stay. But if you want to grow and develop and evolve, then that's what you've got to do. And that's what I have done. I'm still scared. But if I make a complete tit of myself, at least you know you're not alone in making a tit of yourself. Anyway, the fearful thinking. So I wrote about this in my weekly newsletter, which goes out on a Thursday. So if you want to join my mailing list, let me know in the comments below, and I will put the link up to sign up to that. If you want to join my private Facebook group, please say in the comments as well, and I'll sort that out, because we have an amazing community of women in that group, and it is a private group, so no one knows what goes on in there, and it's all very supportive and lovely. So the fearful thinking, I find, very commonly comes from money. A lot of people have fear around money. A lot of people I talk to have a fear around getting older, about being fat or too thin, or eating too much, or binging. And there's lots of fearful thinking around being a bad person because they haven't got any money, or their perception is that, or they binge too much, or they have fearful thinking about drinking too much, or they have fearful thinking about public speaking. But the fearful thinking is, in my experience, based around what we're worried about what other people will think. especially with the public speaking and our body image, getting older and stuff like that. The money one, I think we are attaching value and security to money, and we're making money have like an energy which it hasn't got because it's neutral. And so money itself cannot give us security in the same way that food can't give us security, in the same way that alcohol can't give us security, in the same way that body shape can't give us security. And my coach, Jamie Smart, tells this really great story. And I really relate to this because when I was little, I had a teddy bear, Winnie the Pooh, that my gran got me when I was 8, and I loved my Winnie the Pooh. And I would cuddle my Winnie the Pooh every night. And I just couldn't be without it because I absolutely believed that my teddy bear made me feel safe and secure. And I've seen that with my amazing nephew, who has to have a Tigger, and he believes the Tigger makes him feel safe and secure. But as adults, right, we know that the teddy bear doesn't provide safety and security and love. It's coming from within the child. So we know that on an intellectual level, and as adults, we just exchange the teddy bear for money, job security, qualifications, food, alcohol, drink, car. Alcohol and drink are the same thing. What else? What else? I mean, you guys you can probably say your own thing, right? So whatever you're attributing security to, it's not coming from that, it's coming from within. And there's this great quote by Marianne Williamson, and it goes like this. I'm just going to read it out. When we attach value to things that aren't love, the money, the car, the house, the prestige, we are loving things that can't love us back. We are searching for meaning in the meaningless. And I just think that's such a wonderful quote, because for so many years I looked for external validation to know that I was enough, and I exercised like a lunatic, and I studied obsessively, and I worked obsessively. I've drank heavily. I've taken drugs. There's lots and lots of things I've done looking outside of myself for security and love. And actually, I wasn't being kind to myself. I wasn't being compassionate to myself. And the fearful thinking around what other people were thinking about me, I obsessed about. But of course, no one's probably thinking, because everyone's thinking about themselves anyway. Because we're all a bit self-obsessed, so we just have these fearful thoughts, and we give meaning to those thoughts, and actually those thoughts come and go, come and go, come and go. So those thoughts are always pointing you back into the direction of yourself. If we feel our thinking, if we feel anxiety or stress or pain in any way, kind of mental pain, it's always pointing us back to, you've just lost sight of who you are. And giving our thoughts energy and life and bulk means we attach meaning to them and we believe them. So I believe I'm shit because so that's not true, because who you are is a wonderful human being that cannot be hurt by anybody or anything, and certainly can't get your worth from a bottle of wine or the cake or the jar of peanut butter or money or a house or a boat. or any of that stuff, because who you are is just always unbroken and perfect. So this is just a very brief video to tell you that I do once a week question of the week, and I'd love for you to join me. If you want to join my Facebook group, it is for females only, so sorry guys, but it's a nice, gorgeous, private space for women to share and come together and be open about mental health and open about any topics that they want to be open about. You'd be very welcome there. There's a button at the top if you want to join it. If not, just say something in the comments. If you're watching this later, say hi. I love that you've joined me, you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Take care.